Alright, what do you do if a bank keeps calling you and you are in the middle of a short sale, or perhaps you're just starting a short sale? Well, the first thing you have to understand is that if you are behind on payments, most of the time their departments, such as their collection departments, will start calling you on every phone number imaginable that they have for you. What you should do in this instance are a couple of things. First is, if you're in the beginning of the process, you may want to take their call, maybe once or twice, maybe even 3 times. In each instance, talk to them, communicate with them, let them know that you are in the middle of a short sale and that you now have the property up on the market. The bank may or may not know this because of the fact if you just started, you may not have an offer yet. So go ahead and let them know you've put the property on the market, you're attempting to do a short sale, and give them all of the contact information for your broker that you're working with, and have them direct all of their questions and concerns to them. Okay? Once you do this once or twice, they typically will put this down in their records and notate that on the account. Next, if your real estate agent or broker is proficient with short sales, then they may have what's called a do not contact or a do not call me form. Okay? If you fill out this form and your real estate agent gets it into the right hands, into the bank, then many times they are required by law, if there are certain provisions and wording in that form, to stop contacting you and stop calling you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't call the bank and find out what's going on with your file, and it's not going to stop them from sending you any notices in the mail, but they are required by law to stop contacting you, and you can let them know at that time, if they do call you again, that you submitted a do not contact me form and they're in violation of communicating with you, and simply hang up from at that point. Now, when an agent does have this form and does submit it in, understand that it can take a couple of weeks sometimes for it to register with the banks. Alright? Sometimes we have to submit this form 2, 3, 4 times and get it in the hands of the right person before it actually takes effect. The other thing you have to understand is that the people that are calling you are typically the collections department, who are typically a different division or separate from other people that your real estate agent may be dealing with, such as the short sale division or the loss mitigation department. But ultimately, if you have a correct form, you fill it out, your agent gets it into the banks and verifies that they have it, that will typically get the calls to subside after a period of time. Now, there are certain banks that are a little bit more aggressive than others, most notably Chase. They sometimes have a tendency to ignore the form or simply state that they did not receive it, and so it is up to your real estate agent to be aggressive about continuously sending that in, and for you as a consumer or homeowner to enforce the fact that you have submitted this several times and that they're now in violation of the law by contacting you. So those are a couple of things that you can do within a short sale process if the bank does keep contacting you and asking to speak with you about your account. That's some advice from me. My name is Kurt Wannebo, also known as Short Sale Kurt. Thank you very much for taking the time to view this video and to read this article.